Okay. For you, coffee.
I'm a living example of you can get punched in the face and get back up, because I'm the modern day Aztec warrior.
Welcome to MMA Underground, your favorite time on this Tuesday and every other Tuesday. Co-hosting today, you got Bloody Me with the one and only
Sam K. What up, what up? And we got all the way from StreetBeefs West Coast, up and coming, hard hitter, Scooby.
Yes, sir.
How you doing, bro?
I'm doing good, bro. You know, I'm really happy and excited that I get this opportunity, you know, to get talked about, you know, and have the opportunity, you know, to share what I got to share, you know. And yeah, bro, glad to be a part of the StreetBeefs community. And yeah, it's a really good experience so far.
Oh yeah, I was a man. I'm not gonna lie, I watched the fight once, 2, 3 times, and I make sure I was like, damn, okay, all right.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Krav Maga, H2H Combat in Fontana, bro. Rancho.
Is that where you fight based out of Montana?
Yeah, bro. I actually do sparring with Unga Bunga and No Love.
Okay.
That's how I actually got into Street Beefs, because of them. Because they're telling me, you know, how to get into the Facebook groups, and then I was training with them for a little bit, and then I got accepted in my first event, and I just went go mode, bro. Got excited, and it was just putting in that extra work, bro. Getting ready, bro.
Oh, yeah. All right. I know I'm excited for Montana because there's a couple BTFC fighters that got a promotion this weekend over in Great Falls, I think. So I'm like, all right.
And for the people who know, No Love he's practically a young OG over in the West Coast. And then Unga Bunga, he's come through and he's had some bangers. So if you don't know who Scooby is, just know he's out here with some tough guys, and he's getting it in.
Hell yeah, he seems like. And speaking about getting it in, man, let's talk about this fight you had, because holy shit, that thing was a banger. First off, some of those knees you took in the third round, how are you feeling after that fight? Because I mean, some of those look kind of brutal.
So in the third round, you know, those knees, he hit me in the midsection pretty low, but there's one shot where we're up against the fence where we spin around and I got hit low, but it wasn't called, you know, and you know, respect to Free Smoke, you know, all that respect, you know, he didn't see it. But after that, you know, he was telling me, oh, fight back or I'm going to stop it. So then after that, bro, I just got that, oh, I got to go, you know. And I just try to finish as strong as I can, you know, and just pull through it, bro.
Absolutely. And I'm not going to lie, you know, we like to be fair to everybody, but we also speak our opinion. And
yeah.
I think you edged it out. I think you kind of took the fight a little bit more. But I can see why it's a draw. But just me and I like.
Oh yeah! Shout out to my opponent, Black Flash, bro. We got in there. We put on a show, bro. You know, just from the stare down, getting into the cage, we did not break eye contact. I felt that energy, bro. Wasn't underestimating anybody. I went in there. You know, don't underestimate them. Fight smart and do what you got to do. But, you know, with the draw decision, too, I could see, you know, I believe I had the first, he had the second, and the third, it was kind of back and forth a little bit, you know. But overall, real good fight, real good first experience to get in there, you know, and get the real feel of it, bro. And I really enjoyed myself, you know. And even after the event, you know, everybody was respectful, you know. Me and him, we both showed respect, showed love to each other, you know. And, yeah, hopefully I could train with him someday.
That'd be dope, man. Yeah, Black Flash is definitely a beast, man. But as a newcomer, man, you came in and you handled your business. You gave us basically the fight of the day. You know what I mean? And you know what? Buddy isn't by himself. There were there were a few people who felt like you won that fight. You know.
Yeah, I feel like I did enough to win the fight too, but at the end of the day, I was happy with the decision too. Okay, we both got out, showed out, put everything into it. Cause after the fight, we're both on the ground like, man, we played it all out, bro. And even after the fight, I was having some, I was hot, overheating. It was hot that day too. The weather conditions were a little bit high, but it was a good experience. So, bro.
I mean, it's the crazy part of this. Like, yeah, he got this kick on you. You got this heavy ass like hook on him that days him. You're on the ground and you got position, and he flips it over and reverses it. And I was just like,
yeah, bro, it's a good grappling exchanges for sure. And like everybody tells me, oh, you're a wrestler, this is a wrestler. I'm like, honestly, bro, I haven't, like, I barely started doing like jujitsu training like a couple months ago. And like from there, I started, my first jiu-jitsu class was actually in the Krav Maga gym, because they have open mat jiu-jitsu that they do also, and they have open sparring that we do, and for me, it was like a first experience to learn that, because I felt like my stand-up was all right, but I wanted to get more well-rounded before I go into a full MMA fight, get like some basics down, I was pretty much sticking to the basics.
you're fighting school or you're fighting other martial arts. Oh, and I know there was another question I was curious about. What weight you were fighting at? Because I didn't see that on there.
So my last fight with him, I was like 183, 180. I'm trying to drop down to like probably 160 in August at the 3-year anniversary event. I'll hopefully catch me there. Go in there and put on another show, bro. And yeah, and from there, try to drop down to like 160.
Nice.
You could do it, bro. I believe in you, because honestly, looking at you, you don't look as if you're that heavy. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
bro,
looking at you.
When I first started training for this fight, like I did like off and on training, like a couple of like 5, maybe 6 months, just off and on, and then I started going back. And from that fight, I weighed, like, before I fought, I weighed 210, and I got down to 183, 180 for that fight. And I trained for like a month and like 2 weeks for that fight. Just putting my face down to the grindstone and just getting that work, bro, and like, just hopefully I could just keep improving, keep putting on these shows, bro, and just, make the StreetBeefs community go up, bro.
Yeah, that's what I like to say. That's all.
You definitely you put on yet another show, man, at the last event, man. And
shout out to my opponent, Clyde, the fat clap bastard, man. he came out and he shocked me. He came out, slammed me in the first round, bro. I was just like, oh, he came to fight, man. Shout out to Clyde for sure.
I haven't seen that one. Woo, can't wait for it.
Bro,
it hasn't come out yet, but hopefully
it's a banger, bro.
Hopefully it comes out soon, man. But when y'all see it, yeah, man.
All right.
Oh yeah, it was a good day that day too, bro. A lot of good fights that day, actually.
Yeah. They say only 2 fights went the distance that day, man. So
yeah,
that says everything,
Exactly, man.
So you're thinking about fighting, getting down to 160, fighting at 160. Is there any opponents that have caught your eye that you want to lock horns with?
Honestly, just being my second event, I haven't really did too much, like, like looking around like that. I just been going like whoever they put me with, honestly, whoever they give me. I'm up for the challenge, up for the diversity and anything, just I'm ready to just get the experience in it, just to get in there, okay, loss or win, okay, I fought my all, went out there, performed, I don't take that as a loss, bro. I went out there, did what I had to do, had a good time, and hopefully, just keep doing this, man.
Hell yeah. And I don't know if you see some of the people all trying to guess your age. I'm curious. How old are you? I saw a couple
I just turned 20 the 13th of May.
Nice. All right. 20. I turned 30 in May, so nice. Yeah, but you're a Taurus.
For sure. Yeah. My first event, I was 19. I was like, all right, I'm going to get this, man. Went in there, did what I had to do, and just hopefully just keep progressing, bro.
Shit. Yeah, I mean, you're young enough to where you still feel nice. And, yeah, I feel like I'm a little older. It takes a little bit more time to heal every so often. Some of those kids I tried sparring, I still feel it a couple days after.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, man, I have a crazy story with Uncle Bunga, bro. It was like my first sparring match with him. And the hole's still in the gym to this day. So he was just like, we're starting. He's like, all right, set the pace. I was like, I threw a hard leg kick. He started smiling and he hit me with a teep so hard, I went flying and busted a hole in the wall. And my trainer Sway was just like, "What are you doing, Angel? You gotta take it slow, take it slow." Because I was just trying to get in there, get after it, and then that's what I'm learning a lot more on my composure, staying calm, don't lose your cool, stay focused, keep to the plan, and just do what you gotta do.
Yeah, man. That mental fight right there, man.
Exactly.
That takes up a lot of the fight.
Exactly. And if you're not right up here, if you lose it, you start going wild, you get caught, mess up, and that could be the end of the fight possibly,
All it takes is one mistake. One mistake. That's all it takes.
Exactly.
I mean, shit, there's once or twice where you see a fighter bloody to a pole, and you're like, oh man, they're about to lose. And all of a sudden, boom, they got somebody like
Exactly. And like me, and you always got to go in, don't underestimate your opponent, just show that respect, and at the end of the day, that's what I'm all about. If I'm respect's a two-way street. If it's met with me, I'll meet it with you, But yeah, so far, everybody's like a family here, family work, like everybody's like a little community. I really, enjoy that. Everybody's just tight together, and that's what I really like notice about Street Beefs too. It's like not just everybody comes in with this cocky attitude, but everybody's just there for each other. Everybody knows each other. It's like a community, and that's what I appreciate about this. Everybody showed me love, after my event, hooking me up with some water, some oranges. I was just like, cool, everybody's looking out over here.
Oh, yeah. That's what we're all here for. That's the one thing we're all have in common. We all love to fight. Who else is going to go on Saturday and want to get punched in the face, right?
Exactly. Ain't nothing like getting punched in the face, bro.
Man.
Now, with Street Beefs being a community, because it is pretty awesome, but what's up? I was going to ask, do you find yourself staying at Street Beefs or eventually maybe trying to go to the next level?
Well, yeah, like, basically, like me, it's always been a dream of mine to, like, get in the cage, events, like, I always dream big, hopefully I can make it to the UFC, and, but, even if I stay in Street Beefs, I'll, as long as I can, and if bigger opportunities seem to pop up for me, I'll always remember Street Beefs, shout out to Street Beefs, this is the OG right here. I remember growing up watching Street Beefs whenever they're in Satan's backyard, and then I found out they had the West Coast chapter, and then I was training with No Love, Unga Bunga, and then I was asking them, how do you get in there? How you get in there? They're just like, oh, Manny, he hooked me up with the link, and after that, I signed up for I was gonna try to go to an event on 3 days, like just go in there, but my coach just like, nah, you gotta do some more training, get some more work in, drop a couple pounds. So I was just like, all right, got to the grindstone and just did that, bro.
Yo, I feel like that first fight really is an eye-opening experience with so many people because they don't always have someone in their ear to let them know. They're like, yeah, I just finished a six-pack the other night at fights or whatever. And 30 seconds, they're like,
exactly, bro.
Yeah. But it sounds like you got a good group around you. You know what I mean? And you got a good head on your shoulders, and that's all key. All key.
Exactly. Just work, train, and go to these Street Beefs events, bro.
Now, I'm curious for your fights because I don't know about your most recent fight, but are we gonna strictly see you in mostly MMA, or we might see you dabble in some other forms?
I really like MMA because it's like the more you get more well-rounded with the training, you're all around instead of just doing one stand-up, I mean, I wouldn't mind doing stand-up, if someone were to call me out like for a boxing match or something like that, I'll be up for it, and but yeah, my forte basically is like MMA. I really enjoy MMA, just the whole transition, how you could go from anywhere. You could go from standing up to kickboxing to on the ground doing submissions, and just like it just all around, because that's like the more realistic way a fight will go down. If like a fight's going down, boom, someone tries to tackle you, and you don't know what you're doing, you're gonna be like a fish out of water. And that's why I like MMA, because well-rounded everywhere. You know, there's always room for improvement with that.
I wanted to ask you real quick, how was the sand fighting that first time in the at the smoke ranch? How did you deal with that?
So the sand, bro, actually, you know, when we're grappling after the fight, my knees were pretty scraped up. But and in the second fight, I forgot to bring them. I had got pants rash guards for them. That's what I was gonna wear, because usually I wear a rash guard whenever the stand comes to that, you know. But yeah, the stand is a whole different like ball game, you know, because in the gym, you know, you're on the mat, you're on the turf, you know, you're right there, you're doing your thing. But the stand, it kind of brings some more weight to it. Like, you know, your feet don't feel as light because they kind of sink in. You have to lift them up out of the sand to get more momentum out of your strikes, like your kicks and stuff. And that's what I noticed. It's a different playing field whenever you're in the sand.
Now, after that first fight, do you feel like you were more prepared going into your second fight with that, with the sand, the heat?
Oh yeah. Once I understood how the climate felt and experienced how the climate is gonna be, how the fighting conditions gonna be, you know, I felt like, okay, have a more mental preparedness, what to do, what to expect, you know. And in the second fight, you know, the shade wasn't there, so I was like, okay, you know, I dealt with that, you know, it wasn't too bad with the sun, you know, I was able to handle, just put a little bit of sunscreen on, rub Vaseline on my face. All right, let's get in there and do this, you know. And yeah, bro, it was for being out there, you know, it was a real fun experience, bro. I had a blast, bro. Just going there, you know, when I got there, I introduced myself to everybody, you know, just, you know, see what's up, everybody. Okay, you know, oh, that's Lycan. Okay, this is okay, another fighter right here. I was like, okay, and then, you know, once they announced my fight, I was like, all right, you know, just plugged in my headphones, you know. My team couldn't make it with me my first fight. It was just my girlfriend. I'm pretty sure you guys could hear her screaming on the video, get off the fence, you know. She was my only person there with me at the time. But, you know, we both had a blast. She enjoyed it, you know, and like I'm glad my team came the second fight, you know, I made a difference with that, having the right guidance in my ear, you know, and I felt like it was a overall good experience.
Nice, I like it. And I was curious about that first fight, because when you said that you were naturally, like, I thought you were actually a wrestler or something. What made you go for that takedown right at the beginning? Because you didn't
So once they said I was fighting Black Flash, I looked on YouTube, was just like, okay, he kicks a lot.
Smart guy.
In my mind, I thought outside leg kick. First strike he's gonna throw to fill the waters, outside leg kick. As soon as he threw that outside leg kick, I grabbed it and took him down. Boom. And then from there, I was trying to get a mounted control, but he did a good reversal. We both got right back up. We had a good little exchange, and then, yeah, bro. And then it was just beautiful. Like the transitions we had, they're good, you know. In the second round, I had the leverage in the beginning. Boom, he reversed it. Where I messed up, I tried to get back on his back, and then he stood up. Boom, and I slipped, fell off. And then that was my mistake I made right there. Instead, I felt like I should have went into full side mount after I watched the video. You know, and I felt like that would have been a better choice, but you live and you learn. And, you know, it was an overall good fight. You know, shout out to Black Flash, respect, you know.
Oh, he was a beast, man.
Hey, can we bring that comment back up real quick, Jay? Here's the thing. I feel like fighters don't do enough of this. You know, there's nothing wrong with checking film. You know, if you got the opportunity to do it, by all means, do it. You know what I mean? If it's going to help and aid to the fight, you know. I hear some people, they're like, oh, I don't look at the opponent. I don't never watch. That's cool.
Yeah, you know, you got to do your homework, you know.
Yeah.
And like what I be doing, like when I'm at the gym, like when I was there today, when I was running on the treadmill, I had my headphones plugged in. I was just watching different fighters on Street Beefs, just watching, you know. Learning, you know, watching all these different fighters. Okay, these are the OGs. You know, there's some newcomers. You know, okay, just getting an idea of who's all in the West Coast chapter. You know, just to see what could possibly be an outcome. You know, what matches could possibly be prepared with me, you know.
I mean, yeah,
And
I
like,
have sports through to professional, college, high school. You're about to play an opponent, whoever it is. You study film, like you said, doing your homework. It's there for a reason.
exactly,
You know, it's not cheating. It's just being prepared.
exactly.
Yep.
But yep, you know, it's and it was also a good, like, you know, more challenging to me. I felt like, and got me more motivated to train harder, was not knowing who my opponent was going to be until the day of.
I like that.
Because in my mind, I was thinking, what's this guy doing right now? What can I be doing to top this guy? You know, and that's my mentality when I'm going into that. I don't know who I'm gonna fight, so I'm gonna make sure I'm doing best I can to make sure that they're not on top. You know, in my mind, okay, I gotta push harder. What are they doing right now? Am I just gonna sit on the couch, or am I gonna go up and go run 4 miles? You know, or am I gonna go do three-minute rounds of jump rope, follow with some shadow boxing? You know, just always that, just in the back of my mind, it just stays there. And like, say if I'm just sitting there, it just hits me. What are they doing? Boom, gotta get up, do something before I go to bed. Boom, do like some burpees or something, you know? And just that's what motivates. That's what I like about Street Beefs too. The challenge of this, the matchmaking of the day of. That's what's really I like about it.
That's my favorite. Because, like you said, keep showing your toes. You're prepared. I feel like when I've known my opponents, I train a little harder in one thing and lacked in another. Versus, like, yeah, I have to have that drive.
Exactly, because if you know your opponent and you know like what their strong point is, you're gonna target their weakness. You know, you're gonna train their weak point is gonna be your strong point. You know, when you're doing your homework, you're studying for a fight. Like in the UFC, like say if fights be like 4 months out before your opponent, you know, then you're going to be able to just study them. Like John Jones does it, for instance. He'll watch fights and learn fighters' habits and what they do. But with Street Beefs, you don't have that. You just find out the person the day of, which is also another challenge because it's going to be a mix of styles.
Yeah.
I like going to the little sign up list sometimes when I'm signed up for an event and be like, all right, let me see what's in my way. Oh, yeah, okay.
Yep.
It's like a Christmas. You want to go peek at the present. You just like turn it back a little bit.
Yep. Take a little sneak peek real quick. See what I'm working with.
But even with that, you know, even that's not always the case, you know, because we have situations every event where such and such didn't show up.
And
you know,
needs to fill in.
You got to be mentally prepared and strong for that when that happens. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Give you a quick example, bro. My very first fight, and my last fight, my opponent didn't show up. You know what I'm saying? But I knew who the opponent was in the first fight, so I was studying film, you know, and I trained in a particular way for a particular person who didn't show up. And then I had to deal with the whole shock factor of, oh shit, I'm fighting this dude now. You know what I mean?
And you don't know the styles. Yeah, man.
You don't know.
Movements.
So going into my second fight, I'm mentally prepped and prepared for whatever happens, whatever changes. It's not going to faze me. You get what I mean? Like having that mental preparation, man, it's so key, man. And it's good to hear that you have that, you know, especially at a young age. You got it, bro.
Appreciate that, bro. You know, I'm glad you invited me on here. Glad you know I could talk with you guys, share with you guys. It's a real, you know, it's the first experience for me, you know, to come on here and talk about this. You know, I'm glad, you know, I'm part of the Street Beefs community now, bro. And let's just keep it going, bro. Let's keep it going.
Yes, sir. You know, and since you know we're here, I know people are asking some questions. How does the name Scooby come about? Let everyone know.
It's a little street name, you know, because I got that dog in me, bro.
Yeah. So it's safe to assume you guys a little bit of street fight growing up. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, happens, you know, but you gotta just now, you know, got in the gym, you know, started just my mind shifted, you know, just work, training. You know, and just got out that young mentality, you know, that, oh, you know, I don't care about nothing mentality, bro, you know, and just started caring, you know, started just caring about my body, my mental state, you know, and just getting myself right, you know, and just doing something productive that I could show for,
Yeah.
you know. And I feel like with MMA and training, that's like my go to for that. You know, it's my safe place. You know, it keeps me and my mind right. You know, from because if I have too much times on my hands, you know, it just starts going bad. You know, you start getting into things that you don't want to do. You know, but at the time you're just so out of it. You know, and like that's why I go with MMA, bro. You know, it's a gateway for me.
Hell yeah. I love telling people the thing that got me in most trouble when I was younger saved my life and was the best thing for me now. That's why I didn't get one
Exactly, bro.
Now, I'm curious. What? Wait, hold on. I can't even read my own handwriting. Oh, so, sorry. After such a beastly performance and you just had your most recent fight now, what do you feel you're going to try to work on the most before the next time you come out and in that cage?
My this last fight, you know, I wanted to show more of my striking, what I could do, but straight away, you know, I had my game plan. I'm pretty sure my opponent had his game plan. Straight took me down in the first round, turned into a grappling match. You know, and that's why I say that you have to be well rounded to be in there just in case situations like that. Things don't go your way, you know, and you have to, you know, not let them fight their fight. But mostly, you know, my next fight, hopefully I could showcase my striking more, show what I could really do, get in there, you know, and then hopefully, you know, try to get either a early finish or a submission, bro.
And again, you know, since you don't travel the West Coast, you know, you might travel to another yard possibly.
Hey, bro, if the possibility's there, bro, I'm down.
No.
Yeah, man. Scrapyard's got they've got a hell of a production setup over there. You know what I'm saying? And MMA on that turf is a little bit different than in the sand that we got.
Oh
So
yeah, for sure, for sure.
I know you're one of those guys. You're one of those guys who basically every fight's a banger. So I already know you go out there, man. It's gonna be something
Gotta
to see.
do what I gotta do, boss. At the end of the day, you know, I'm coming to win, you know.
Yep. Yeah.
And I saw that one comment below there asked, you do MMA, but would you ever be bare enough for MMA? They asked. So I know, was it Masvidal's been putting that on, I think, right?
Ooh, bare knuckle. I mean, yeah, I'll be up to some bare knuckle. You know, it happens growing up. Like my pinky bone right here broke. It's a little sticking up from that too. You know, but yeah, bro. And before I had to stop training because I actually had broke this thumb in a street fight before. And so yeah, bro, I'll be down for some bare knuckle for that if the possibility shows up.
Hey, well, since we switching up the venue, you know, your boy No Love is he out here power slapping fools.
I
So I mean,
know, man. I know. I'll
could
be
you ever
down for
see
that
yourself?
too. Hey, you know, if the money's right, you know, shoot, just gotta make sure you have a harder slap and a good chin.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? You're like, let me slap some sense in this motherfucker. Power, please. Bang.
For sure, bro.
Now, I'm curious because you know you said that since this is your first time coming on like a podcast, having a show, what's something you want to let the world know about Scooby? I'm curious. What do you want to let them know? We got these fun questions that we ask, but I know some stuff is left unsaid. So,
You know, bro, you know, I'm a real down to earth, humble person, bro, you know. And with that being said, with being humble, you know, it takes a lot, but you know, if I'm one for respect as well. And at the end of the day, if there's no respect, you know, it's gonna be the same way. You know, and I'll speak my mind, you know, if something's, you know, bothering me, I'm gonna let it be known, address it, you know, and at the end of the day, bro, I'm here to fight, bro. That's it. It's either run up or shut up, bro.
Hell yeah.
Straight up. Straight up.
But so far, you know, both my opponents respectful. I shout out to them, you know. They both gave me a good fight, each fight. And, you know, that's what I like. You know, we both had that respect, you know. We both went in there with that mentality, you know, okay, one of us has to win, you know. And after the fight, you know, all about respect. That's all I feel, you know. As long as I could shake your hand, you know, take a picture or even drink a beer with you, bro.
Yeah.
That's what this is about.
What's your beer choice? So I know that way if I go to there, then, or you come up to Scrapyard, I'll have a 6 ready.
Oh, bro, it's that Pacifico.
Yeah. That's what I was drinking the other night. I went to box too much out of Pacifico.
Hey, bro, that's where it's at right there.
And speaking of drinks, we gotta get this man sponsored by Bang. You know, we gotta
Bang,
get
Bruh. Once again, specifically Rainbow Unicorn. Let me go ahead and handle that for y'all. I'm just saying. Hey, bro, StreetBeefs West Coast wants to know, will we see Scooby at the Hot Box events?
And where's that, in Nevada?
No, the Hot Box events, that's in Arizona with the wooden cage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, hopefully one day, you know, I'm for sure probably gonna be at the 3-year anniversary fight, you know. Hopefully get some good training in before that. Got some time in, you know. That's my next goal, and hopefully after that, you know, go to the Hot Box, go throw down in there.
Yeah, bro. I think you'd really enjoy that, man. Just it's a similar setting, but it's a whole nother atmosphere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I seen the videos, bro. The energy, just like what I love, bro, is just the energy of everybody around the cage, bro, getting hype. That first fight of the day, bro, where everybody's on their feet, everybody's just up, everybody's the adrenaline's pumping, bro. That's what I like. That's what I thrive off of, bro. It gets me to the point where I'm just like, the more I get to the cage, you know, the more ready I am. The more it's my turn to fight, the more pumped I'm getting, the more mentally I'm getting right. Okay, you know, you're about to go in here, you know, and just once I'm in there, bro, I just feel calm. Just calm.
Yeah. It's hard to explain to people who've never been in the cage, but when you're in the cage, it's like it's nice.
I know, bro. It's just
that's when it kicks in.
Yup. Once the cage doors closed, the ref calls you both up. It's you already know, bro. Best feeling in the world, right there.
So man, well, I'm kind of out of questions at the moment, but I'm having a good time. So, you have anything you want to ask Mr. Scooby over here?
Yeah, man. I don't know, man. We oh no, we haven't done one of those. I was gonna ask about the tag team matches. Would you ever see yourself in a tag team match? The other branches, yeah, OG branch, they do tag team matches from time to time out there. Is that something you could ever see yourself doing?
So like you're in a match and then you tag team your person out, and then they come in and fresh fighter.
Just like in wrestling, you get to your teammate, tag them.
It's full MMA, but you're doing MMA.
They started with boxing, but I think they did maybe 2 or 3 MMAs by now. Yeah.
I have not seen those yet, but I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I saw the video.
Yeah, bro. You know, if I have the right training partner, you know, when one of my training partners is down, bro, let's run it.
Yeah, we need some of those tag team matches on the West Coast. But
hey, bro, they'll sound lit, bro. They sound like there'll be some bangers.
For sure.
Yeah, I like the round robin style after when after the event you get 4 or 5 guys in there. I think I was made to two one time, one event, so I was just stepping shot. And I was like, oh, cool, bring it right out.
Yeah. It's just something different, Ryan. You know, it ain't it ain't the record. Yeah, it ain't for the record.
Yeah. You know, bro, they're like, what was that?
So I was just saying, I think King Kyle asked a question earlier too about like how old were you and what made you actually want to start training to fight?
You know, bro, like growing up, you know, I lived with my uncle for a little bit, you know, and he actually got me on to like working out, you know, being fit, because he actually used to train at the Shark Tank down here in California when it used to be the Shark Tank, and he trained from when he for a couple years, you know, and he kind of like when I moved with him, he kind of introduced me to grappling a little bit, MMA, and it kind of caught my attention. I was like 15, 14 at the time, and like I really got into it. You know, I was trying to find gyms here and there, you know, and I was just doing some backyard training with my grandpa because he boxed for when he was like 12 to 17, you know, and he kind of put me on with some boxing tips. And then my uncle showed me a little bit of grappling. Then I got into a gym. And then from there, bro, I loved it, you know, get the real feel of the gym because I did like a lot of like backyard training first starting. And then once I got into that gym feel, bro, like it just like, I love this. Like, we're like, this is way better than the backyard.
Get that elevation. You love
Exactly. Exactly. You only get better if you go someone who's better than you.
Right.
That's true. That's true. So outside of some of the family, who else would you say were some of your influences coming up?
You know, I watched a lot of boxing with my family too, you know, and like a lot of the real reasons when I see my first MMA fight, bro. And I believe it was, I forget who it was. I think it was between Cub Swanson and someone else. I think Max Holloway. And that was a real banger fight to me, bro. And like the way they fought and Max Holloway was just on him, just swarming. I was just like, bro, like just the energy I felt from it, like that's what I want to do, bro. And then after the fight, I was just like, ooh, shadow boxing, all excited, bro. And then like, I always tell my mom, like, oh, sign me up for boxing or MMA when I was younger. And she was just like, no, I can't see my son get punched in the face. Like she don't like watching my fights either, you know. She'll tell me like, oh, son, if I'm there, I'm gonna jump in the cage with you if you're getting beat up. I'm like, nah, mom, you can't come to my fights. Like,
Yeah. Man, my mom did
but,
the same thing. The one fight she went to, I lost too. That's the worst part. The only one she ever went to, I
bro.
lost. I'm like, what the hell?
Oh, bro, yeah, that's got to be a bad feeling right there. You lose in front of your mom, like,
It was,
oh man.
I was so
Was it the nerves or what?
yeah, a little bit of the nerves. It was that one night fight where it was just I didn't get the training in.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It was just everything, like the nerves. I was just like, fuck.
Bro, honestly, that was bad logistics. Like as cold as it was, as late as it was. I mean, props to you for jumping out there like that, but man,
well, yeah,
y'all
was losing. So I mean, I learned, you know, to definitely be better prepared, and not try to be a dummy. So what you gonna do? It's fun. It's all fun and games. Like it's crazy. Funny enough, with some losing, is because one of the most respected fighters I hear about is OG Rampage. And I know that man has lost a handful of fights. Every fighter has nothing but pure respect for him. He'll fight everyone. He'll fight anyone. He'll fight any style. Like, yeah. So, I mean, hey, as long as you got that dog.
Comment.
that's a mother's love right there.
Yo, that's how moms are, man. But yeah, you know, glad I could hop on here with you guys, you know, talk about this, you know, and you know, I'm glad I could be a part of StreetBeefs, bro.
Hell yeah, well, let's get a couple shout outs that you got to give before we let you go, man.
Got you. A shout out to Juice Barbecue in Fontana. It's my uncle's business. That's where I work right now. You know, we're #1 on Yelp and the IE. If you guys are ever down in Cali, come by, stop by, come try us out, bro. You know, and shout out to Kramaga, H2H Combat, Coach Sway, Unga Bunga, Nola for helping me out with these fights, bro, getting those tough sparrings in. You know, and shout out to StreetBeefs, man. You know, giving me the opportunity to come out and show what I can do.
Hell yeah. Any social media? You got an Instagram people to follow?
Rev Gear. Shout out to Rev Gear. That's where I wore my first fight. You know, comfortable, supportive, get you feeling good, you know. Don't get you that road rash on your elbows whenever you're grappling in that sand, bro.
Hell yeah. Well, no, thank you very much, man. It's been a pleasure. The whole show. I really can't wait to see your next fight drop.
Hey, bro, when it drops, you'll see it, bro.
It's coming, man. I feel like it's gonna be this week. It gotta be. It gotta be.
Yeah, you know, glad you guys invited me out. You know, glad you gave me the opportunity to share my story. You know, and how I became into Street Beefs. You know, and I appreciate that. You know, you guys, like I said, all respect. You know, you guys just come off as this community who are all together, bro, and I appreciate that. You know. And once again, bro, Street Beefs.
Hey, we appreciate your time, brother.
Oh, yeah.
You have a great night, bro.
Yep, you too, guys. Yep. Hopefully see you at the 3-year anniversary event, guys.
Yes, sir.
All right. I was excited to talk to Scooby. Now you know he had the second fight. Oh,
yeah. Yeah, it was a banger too, bro.
All right. Well, I know before we go anywhere, we got to give one quick shout out to the Fight Team 206. Thank you. And we have 2 fun segments that are going to come up after we give you a small little commercial break, right?
Yes, sir.
Overtime hustling, we hustling overtime.
What's good? It's your homie, Freezes Christ. Y'all know the deal. Make sure y'all head on over to overtimehustling.com where you can catch all the latest merch, all the newest mags, all the media, everything, know what I mean? You can also find me on Winging It with the homies Keith G, King Dell, and Payne Gusto. And you can catch me on Turf Tales. And if you got nothing to do on Sundays, even if you do got something to do, make sure you tap into Overtime Reactions hosted by the homie Cuzzo. And I cannot forget the homie Jay over there at the Yankee and the Brit channel. So make sure y'all go over there and check them out. And hey, check me out, your boy Freezes, on that Real Talk with Jay. It was a hell of an interview, yo. Gotta do it again. I keep saying it because I mean it. We gotta do it again. I had a great motherfucking time. But anyway, you know who it is. Freezes H, OTH, Yankee and the Brit, Winging It, Turf Tales, Overtime Reactions, Chronicles Podcast. You know the drill, Cush's Corner. It's a motherfucking movement. So move with it. Or move out the motherfucking way. Simple and plain.
You heard? OTH, the movement. Let's go.
Ananda Professionals and MMA Underground are teaming up to let you know about all of their great CBD products. Gummies are great for your stomach health, and your stomach health is a big part of your overall health. Fighters, are you looking for something to help you recover faster that's safe and healthy? Ananda's got you covered. Use the promo code BB Underground to save 10%. That's at AnandaProfessionals.com.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Jay from Yankee and the Brit telling you to come over and check out our shows. The Yankee and the Brit Sports Talk, Well Beyond the Arc, the Markout Podcast, Real Talk with Jay, and MMA Underground Weekly at YouTube.com/The Yankee and the Brit. Deuces.
What's up and welcome back. I know you guys are still with us because you're ready for the 2 super fun segments of this day. So,
Buddy V's Fighters to Watch.
Now this is going to be a fun one because from Scrapyard, the name alone gets me interested. From the Kaiju, I was interested because he came out, so he was ready to fight. He didn't care if he got his ass beat or whatnot, but he wanted some tacos afterwards. The man showed up, showed out, and since I thought I could kind of spoil it, ended up finishing his opponent. So I want to see what happens when it comes out. And I'm sure, when people have a little pieces of that win, they might start putting some more training in. So let's see what happens. Second one, Marauder. I have been a fan. He was trying. He got his win. Thank you. You can tell he's been training hard. He's been putting the work in. He came out. He made a point to show what his training is. I like some of his little fake where he was like, look, and do a head kick while he's trying to strike his opponent. He was clearly practicing very hard to get this, and he earned his win. So I think Marauder's out there. Plus, I think he lost his first trick before he got a win, and I lost my first big fight before I won 2 on the same day. So I can respect it. Manly doesn't give up. Third is practice mode. I saw this fight, and I was actually really impressed with the skill because even when he was tired, or when I thought was tired, he still moving the whole time. So he must have just been on practice mode the whole time. He has the skills to pay the bills, and he ends up finishing his opponent one time. You fought before, and I was very impressed. I didn't know what to expect from him, and he honestly made a fan out of me. So those three are your fighters to watch.
Nice, bro. Those are all great picks.
But I think we might need a little bit of King of Fire.
It's about that time. Yeah, Somcam's Fire 5. It's about that time. I'm going to take you all the way to Street Beef's OG yard. And you see it. It's the Hell on Wheels challenge. Hell on Wheels versus Iraqi Assassin. Two legends in one ring in wheelchairs, boxing. This was a phenomenal match. We really get to see the art of wheelchair boxing. I don't believe people who aren't familiar with the sport don't really realize the tactics that need to be used in order to be effective in this situation. And Hell on Wheels is showing us plain as day how it's done. From the breathing to the punch placement, the smothering, the pressure, it's all there. Firefight. This is what you want to see. Street Beefs, OG Yard, Hell on Wheels versus Iraqi Assassin. Firefight. We're going to move on, and I'm going to take you to Street Beefs Scrapyard. If you're trying to find this fight, you see the title, just type that in. This is between Scorpio versus Solo. This is a classic Scrapyard fight between two household names. It's literally one of the craziest fights from both men. You see a great effort from Scorpio, and as always, great entertainment from Solo. We got a lot of yeahs, we got a lot of slips, and we got a lot of no-look punches in this fight. Haymakers and head kicks. This fight had everything you want to see in a firefight. Scorpio versus Solo, Street Beef Scrapyard, firefight. Let's move on. Yeah, you see it. Taking you all the way to Street Beef's West Coast. Mike 100 versus Broly Black. This is literally a firefight. This is a must-see. I had the opportunity to see it live, and let me just tell you, this fight did not disappoint. We saw insane volume versus tank-like power. I mean, both men came to bang. Both men left bloody. Counters by both men, crazy. Bombs by both men, crazy. And aggression by both men, crazy. I don't care if you've seen it already. Put it on replay, put it on repeat. Street Beefs West Coast, Mike 100 versus Broly Black. Firefight. Yeah, I'm going to take you back to Street Beefs OG Yard. Another classic bout. King Leonidas versus Maine. This was something like a title match for a belt. And these men came in very technical and ready to box. We saw solid slips. We saw solid defense. Both men, speed, power, IQ, everything on display. And like I said, at the end, we got a very technical match. Comment who you believe won. This was a very close fight. Street Beefs OG Yard, Leonidas versus Maine. Firefight. Yeah. I'm going to take you back to Street Beefs West Coast. No Love versus Cuckoo Clan. Yeah, I had to make sure I said that right. This was a firefight right here. It starts off very competitive, somewhat even. And then we see the adjustments. We see the cardio or lack of. And as we say every episode, cardio is key. Cardio is key. Cardio is key. But still a very close bout. You guys go and comment who you believe won this fight. Again, the punch placements on point. The body work on point. Simply put, this is a firefight. Street Beefs West Coast, No Love versus Kukulkan. Firefight. Samke and the Firefight.
Hell yeah, I like those Fire 5. Those are some good ones. I'm gonna go back and rewatch that OG fight too. Right about that one.
Yeah, man. Blicky Blick, what up, man?
No, that was shit. That was a cool show. I was really impressed with Scooby. I did not expect it to be really 20 years old. First fight at 19. I thought it was
Oh yeah, yeah, man. That's the beautiful part about it, man. Like being able to see people's journeys. You know, everybody has a different walk. Some of us are starting later in life. Some of us are starting, you know, younger. And you know, we're here to witness it all. You know.
Exactly. Shit, there's a master's division for a reason.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely, man.
Well, I mean, we might have to start wrapping things up. What do you say, Sound good?
Yeah, for sure, bro. We had a nice, compact, tight show today, and sometimes, you know, that's all you need. Let me go ahead and get the shout outs out the way. First and foremost, I want to thank our guest tonight, Scooby. Phenomenal interview, bro. We appreciate you. For the people watching, go look this man up. Scooby, Street Beefs West Coast. He's got some bangers. I want to thank the people in the live chat supporting. I want to thank the people watching. I want to thank the people on replay watching. We do this for you all. Street Beefs OG Yard, Street Beefs Scrapyard, Street Beefs West Coast, Street Beefs Dirty South. We do this for you guys. Yeah, man, I don't really do the social media. If you got me, you got me. If you want to catch me, I'm here every Tuesday, same time, same place. I want to give a shout out to Overtime Hustling, Cuzzo. We appreciate you guys out there. Heart in the Fight, Daniel. We appreciate you guys out there. And yeah, man, last but not least, thank my co-host, Buddy V, always killing it every week. And the greatest producer, man, Jay, we appreciate you, bro. And that's it for me, man.
All right. So shout out once again, like I said earlier, Fight Team 206. You guys are awesome. Shout out to everyone who's watching this show. I mean, yeah, thank you. Without you, it wouldn't be possible. And it's like I said, the highlight of my Tuesday, highlight of my week is my Tuesday, 7 o'clock here with all y'all having fun, different every week. And shit, yeah, it's fun to co-host. Sam King brings it every week too, killing it. Jay's always on point, bringing their week. So we're having a good time. And I don't want to keep all y'all, but you know to go to swellhypeworld.com whenever you want to get a little bit of merchandise. This was just a fun first thing I ever really made as a joke, so it was pretty cool. But like I was telling them before the show, I worked out a little something. Ooh, you're gonna want to be represented. It's gonna be a cool combo deal too. Don't worry. Second, Swell_Buddy V. You know you want to follow the Instagram. Too much fun all the time. I've been a little inactive, but I'm about to get back to being active because it's reactive. Oh, before I go slap your mom. And that's it. I won't keep going any longer. The words of Jay. One word, one love.